Have you ever stepped completely out of your comfort zone and then had that blind panic before you realised that you're just where you want to be? Yeah, that's what Monday was for me. So KickThePJ made a video, and in that video he asked us to send in our videos talking about internet safety and stuff. And I was like, okay, here's some words. And shortly after I got an email saying, hey, we liked your words, we'd like to use them in the final video. And I was like, okay. And shortly after I got another saying, hey, we'd like you to come to our headquarters and watch the premiere and meet PJ. And I was like, okay. Did I mention that the premiere was at Google HQ? Shall we begin? So I got up early and went to college, and all my teacher said was, you're about to go to Google, you're about to go to Google, you're about to go to Google. It was quite weird, but honestly I wasn't listening that much. I was too concerned about how I was about to go to Google. And then I left and my adventure began. One of my favourite things about long train journeys is slowly seeing the scenery change from this to this. And then I was in London, and I didn't get lost on my way to Google. I didn't, no. Shut up. So I made it there in the end. No, actually, not in the end. I didn't get lost, remember? Keep up. Anyway, it was kind of terrifying and I had to take a minute just to relax. All of the other people were there with their parents or their schools or teachers, and I think I was the only person there alone. Not only that, but this was my first time taking the camera out for vlogging purposes, which is why I stuck to just filming myself walking most of the time. Shortly afterwards, they took us upstairs. This is where I switched to mostly photos. I didn't want this piece of technology to kind of make it weird between me and meeting all these new people, especially people as inspirational as PJ. So we got into the room and it was dark and pretty cool, and there was a food stand in the corner. Of course, that's the first thing I noticed. It was like the Candy Kingdom on a table. I was so close to becoming that guy from Spirited Away and just absorbing everything in my sight. Luckily enough, before I had a chance to do that, they whisked us away on a tour of the offices, which were amazing. And then it gets better, because we went here. And I have been looking at YouTube headquarters the way Team Rocket looks at Pikachu. It's just so amazing, and unfortunately, there was no Cayenne in a dress. Now, Cayenne, I know you're not watching this, but if you were, I just want to let you know, I'm not mad. Okay, I'm mad. You should have been there. So we're coming towards the end of the tour, and we see the first face that we've seen in a while, and it was... Wait, was that Pleasant? Was that Pleasant Ryan? It was Pleasant Ryan. And once again, it gets even better, because our very amazing tour guide went and called him back to us, and long story short, this happened. Do you know what just happened there? You were too busy looking at Ryan to notice that I was wearing pink boxers. No, don't go back. No, 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 no. So now you've just made this awkward for all of us, and I hope you're happy with yourself. So we went back and we watched the premiere of PJ's film, which was amazing, of course. I'll put a link to it at the end. And I'm only in it for about 2 seconds, but honestly, that was surreal enough of an experience for me. It's safe to say I'm used to seeing myself in YouTube videos, but this was kind of a whole nother thing. So the video was followed by a Q&A, which was really quite eye-opening. Something they said during the conference is that the internet is for us. It will be for us, for our generations, you know, for when we grow up. And that's something that I really hadn't considered. So I guess we should kind of learn to use it now. Anyway, then it happened. I met PJ and Sophie and Louie and Sully and managed to look terrible in all of my photos with them, which honestly is kind of a superpower if you think about it. And they were so freaking awesome. Both PJ and Sophie recognized me from my submission, and they told me about it and what they thought of it. They just seemed like really genuine, nice people. I used to wonder why fangirls screamed when they saw somebody walk into a room, and I've met famous people before and not been like fazed that much. I guess it's just when you meet someone that's so inspirational to you though, that you tend to freak out a little bit, even if that is internally. But it wasn't just YouTubers I met, I also made some really cool new friends, people who do the same kind of thing that I do. A lot of them are probably watching this, hello. And with our powers combined, we decimated the food stand. What else are we going to do, honestly? So, filled up with chocolate cookies and feeling very, very happy, I took a walk through London and headed back home. I saw quite a few funny things while I was in London, actually. One of my favourites being this. Litter causes delays. Now, I understand what they were getting at when they wrote this, but it's kind of funny to think of a train conductor somewhere stopping all the trains because little Timmy dropped his cornetto. You better pick up that cornetto, Timmy. So, closing thoughts. People always say you should never meet your heroes, and while I understand what that means, honestly, I think it's better to just pick them more wisely. I understand that that's easier said than done, but it's something that I've been trying recently, and I'm pretty happy with that decision. Secondly is a big thank you to you guys. I don't know if I would have ever sent that video in without you. I've said it before, but since I started making videos, the confidence that you guys have given me has made me branch out and want to try new exciting things. And it's really cool to be able to show you the new exciting things that I'm doing now. So let's hope that this is the first of many trips that I'll be taking, and I look forward to taking you guys along on many, many more. I am Sam, that was some stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.